Glorious Sefako-Musi has been covering the SAA story. Good afternoon, Glorious. Mr. Jarana is out the door come Monday.
We are coming to you from the SAA head offices in Kempton Park, where a media briefing has just ended, where we were briefed of the events that took place over the past week. Remember, the CEO, Vuyani Jarana, resigned over the past week, and we are briefed now that he will leave office on the 10th of June, and an acting CEO has been appointed. That is Zukisa Ramasia, who will take over from the 10th. And also a process has started in terms of a search for a new CEO. We understand that it's going to be a local search as well as global. So we've had more of the issues that are affecting the airline. But to talk us through this information, we are joined now by a board member, Thandeka Mgoduso. Thank you so much for joining us. Tell us as to why did Jarana decide to leave on the 10th as opposed to end of August?
We had a discussion with Mr. Jarana on Monday at the board meeting where we indicated our acceptance of his resignation, and when it came to his term of notice period, he indicated that he wished that we would not keep him for the 3 months. And we indicated to him, after applying our minds as the board, we indicated to him that we would need him at the outermost until the 14th of August, because we did not have a plan in place in terms of who would be acting, and we also needed to have concurrence with the shareholder, because the appointment of a CEO, be they full or an acting one, needs concurrence with the shareholder. After we'd applied our minds, we went back to him and indicated that his last day in the office will be the 10th of June. Which is within what he had requested, because he had also requested to be let off much earlier than even the 10th of June. Yeah. So there is nothing untoward in terms of him leaving, not serving his full notice period, and number two, him leaving sooner than later. Yeah.
There were reports also that he was pushed out, that he's leaving because of the lack of support from the board. Your comment on that?
My comment would be Jarana was not pushed out. The board was most shocked when he submitted his letter of resignation. And there was a constructive engagement, even at the meeting where he submitted his letter of resignation. The session had gone on very, very beautifully. So this letter came as a huge surprise to us. Vuyani was not pushed. It was his decision, and we can't force someone who has come to a position to move back. We did try the chairman much longer than the board, because he was alerted to the fact that Jarana wanted to leave much earlier, about 3 weeks before, and he tried. The board tried on the day that we got his letter.
There's a possible strike over, is it next week, Tuesday, by the unions? How does SAA plan to handle that?
It's not a strike, it is a march. And it's not the first time that a march happens. So there are processes and mechanisms of managing a march such that it does not disrupt the operations. The executives have put plans in place to ensure that there aren't any disruptions, and someone will receive the memorandum that will be delivered, and people will go back to their stations. So we'll have the march, and employees are free to express their feelings, and it all follows agreed protocols, and people will go back to their stations.
Thank you very much for talking to us. That was Thandeka Mgoduso, a board member at the SAA, taking us through the information that was shared here with at the press briefing. It's back to you in studio.